Hi, I'm Jen McGinn, and I'm Principal User Researcher at Oracle in the Boston, Massachusetts area. Today I'm going to share with you some of the experiences I've had as both a mentee and a mentor. My first experience with the mentoring program was through my employer in 2003. The SEED program had been established to identify top performers and match them with executives and technical staff who could help them grow professionally. The program was competitive. Only 30 to 40 people were accepted for each 6-month term. To be accepted, a person had to have high performance reviews, the recommendation of their manager, and a solid goal. Once accepted into the program, the mentee had to identify 5 people with whom they'd like to have mentor them, and then write a paragraph on why they would like to have that person as a mentor. I was really lucky. I got my first choice. My goal for the relationship was to find a grad program that would take me into my next job. I was a technical writer who had been taking Six Sigma classes. I wasn't sure if I wanted an MBA, an MS in instructional design, or somehow to go into research. The results exceeded my expectations. Rather than 6 months, my mentor and I met every other week for 3 years. During that time, I identified a grad program, I changed jobs, and got to know the people in Sun Labs, including my first co-author. Also during that time, I was twice tapped by my management team to be a mentor in the user experience group. These programs were different from the SEED program, but I was excited to have the opportunity to share what I had learned. My mentees were mostly remote. They worked in California and Bangalore. Later, when I was tapped to be a SEED mentor, my mentees were in Boston and Prague. Like me, they had specific goals. They wanted to change their careers, get promotions, or just get recognition for their work. Over time, I created a short list of recommended books, to which I'll add one more today, The 27 Powers of Persuasion. As I saw patterns in what I talked about with my mentees, I was inspired to write up some of the topics as blog posts. For example, how do you get promoted? I had a reliable recipe, so why not share it? Likewise, when they were interested in changing roles, I could tell them what a career counselor had told me and had worked well. Learn as much as you can about the job, take some classes, or get a degree, and while you're doing that, try doing the job before you get the job. I wanted them to succeed in every professional encounter, not just with their managers, but with peers, executives, and clients. So I coached them on effective communication, dealing with difficult people, and communicating their value. So, of the 6 mentoring relationships I've told you about so far, I consider all of them successes. Promotions were earned and awarded, and friendships were made. But we don't learn as much from our successes as we do from our failures. I have had experiences where formal mentoring relationships didn't pan out the way I wanted them to. One with a mentor and one with a mentee. In the case of the mentor, I learned that someone else's path to success may not be the same as mine. And in both cases, I learned that the contract is important. Not just agreeing to it, but enforcing it. What happens if someone cancels a meeting? What's the agenda for each meeting? Whose responsibility is it to follow up if a deadline passes? That sounds a lot like work, right? But that's my recommendation. Take the relationship seriously and follow up. If something's not working, talk about it. If a deadline passes, make a new date. If someone has to cancel, reschedule. However, if you're looking at me and thinking I might be a good mentor for you, I have to tell you some things. I can't give you a job. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not a marriage counselor, and I'm not a life coach. What I will do is I'll help you get that promotion, help you set goals, and help you achieve them. I can recommend books and classes. I'll give you my advice, but I can't make you take it. If I'm not a great match for you, I'll introduce you to someone who is. And not all mentoring is formal. Actually, most of it is informal, and it happens all the time. My former professors are my mentors, so are my friends and colleagues. So look around you, make friends, ask questions, and follow up in email. Having a mentor and being a mentor can both be rewarding, but you need to own the relationship, drive it, and make the changes necessary to reach your goals. Thank you.
employees.